The night was cold, the arena electric, and yet something in the air felt heavier than usual, like destiny itself had arrived wearing gloves. Amir Khan, England's lightning-fast superstar, entered the ring with the confidence of a man who had tamed storms. His footwork shocked the world, his speed rewrote timing, and his punches carried the swagger of a champion who knew he was built for nights like this. On the opposite side stood Lamont Peterson, a fighter forged not in luxury, but in life's harshest realities. A man whose soul carried the weight of every street he survived, every hardship he overcame, and every moment he fought just to exist. The clash wasn't just a boxing match. It was an emotional collision of two worlds. From the opening bell, tension wrapped around the arena like a tightening rope. Khan danced with electricity, sharp, blistering, untouchable. Peterson marched forward with purpose, calm but terrifyingly determined. Each time Khan snapped a right hand through Peterson's guard, the audience roared. Each time Peterson stepped closer, the air thinned with danger. It didn't feel like a fight, it felt like a countdown. A countdown to a moment no one could see coming. Khan's speed was blinding, a storm of angles and impossibility. Peterson absorbed each strike like a man who refused to break, refused to fall, refused to let history be written without his name etched in fire. The suspense crackled. You could feel the shift, even before it happened, like a shadow creeping slowly across the ring. The champion was brilliant, but the challenger was building something darker, something patient, something devastating. Then came the moment when the arena gasped. Peterson planted his feet, rolled under Khan's attack, and unleashed a counter that echoed through the stadium like a thunderclap. The tides didn't just turn, they erupted. Suddenly, the fight belonged to no one. The rhythm shattered. The control vanished. The perfect plan evaporated into panic and grit. Peterson tightened the pressure. Khan fired back with pride and fury. The ropes shook. The crowd screamed. Two men, one destiny, and a storm of punches that felt like they were tearing open fate itself. As the bell rang, ending the round, one thing became painfully clear. This wasn't going to be a normal fight. This was going to be a war where someone's heart would break and someone's legacy would be reborn. As round 2 began, the tension returned with double the weight. Amir Khan exploded out of his corner, unleashing combinations so fast the eye could barely track them. The sound of his punches cracked through the arena like snapping whips. Peterson covered, rolled, blocked, but he didn't retreat. He kept marching forward like a man built from inevitability. The more Khan used his speed, the more Peterson used his pressure. A silent battle began. Speed versus strength. Sharpness versus endurance. Instinct versus instinct. Scrit. Khan circled beautifully, hitting clean and slipping danger by inches. His footwork was poetry, his timing flawless. But Peterson, he wasn't just chasing a fighter. He was chasing redemption. Every step he took felt personal. Every push felt calculated. Slowly, quietly, he began closing the distance. The suspense thickened. Something was changing, and everyone felt it. Midway through the round, Peterson pinned Khan against the ropes, digging hooks into the ribs with a thudding force that made the commentators gasp. Khan fired back, refusing to be bullied, refusing to give ground. His counters sliced through Peterson's guard, sharp and accurate. But Peterson kept coming, relentless, bruising, fearless. This wasn't just pressure. It was a storm tightening around Khan, and the champion felt it. The arena erupted as both fighters exchanged in the pocket. No space, no escape, just raw, burning heart. Peterson's pressure intensified. Khan's speed became desperate. Each second felt like a battle within a battle. The fight had entered a zone where strategy collapses and instinct takes over. Then came a moment no one expected. Peterson landed a crushing body shot that made Khan pause just long enough for the tide to shift. Only a second. But in boxing, a second is a lifetime. Peterson pounced. The crowd roared. The commentators screamed. Khan unleashed a furious flurry in response, reminding everyone why he was considered lightning in human form. The bell rang, but the storm refused to calm. As both men returned to their corners, neither looked broken, neither looked defeated, but both looked changed. Something had awakened in Peterson. Something had been tested in Khan, and the night was only getting more dangerous. Round after round, the fight transformed into something far greater than technique. It became a test of souls. Amir Khan's speed was still there, but now every step cost him more. Peterson's pressure grew heavier, more confident, more suffocating. The crowd felt the shift. The fight was unraveling into war. Early in the round, Khan launched a blistering combination that snapped Peterson's head back. The arena exploded. It looked like the champion had taken control again, but Peterson didn't crumble. He didn't blink. He shook it off and marched forward with a terrifying calmness that made the crowd fall silent. It was like he'd made a decision. Nothing would stop him tonight. Nothing. The suspense tightened. Khan circled, but Peterson cut the ring off with perfect timing, cornering him with a mixture of pressure and patience. The challenger dug deep into the body. Left hooks, right hooks, uppercuts that echoed like hammers against steel. Khan tried to create space, firing fast, sharp counters. But Peterson's engine wouldn't shut down. His will wouldn't break. The fight grew violent. The ropes became a battlefield. Khan fought back with beautiful combinations, but every time he landed something clean, Peterson answered with a punch that carried the weight of a lifetime. The commentators could barely keep up. The crowd was out of their seats. This wasn't just boxing anymore. It was survival. Khan's face showed the strain, tiny signs but real signs. Peterson's eyes showed something else: hunger, belief, destiny. Then came the turning sequence. Peterson cornered Khan again, unleashed a brutal assault to the body, and forced the champion into the kind of exchanges no fighter wants to be trapped in. Khan fought like a lion, but the momentum was slipping. The arena felt it. The commentators felt it. Even Peterson felt it. As the round ended, Peterson walked to his corner with a warrior's calm. Khan walked back with the look of a man who knew he was now in the deepest waters of his career. The fight was no longer about skill. It had become a question: who wants it more? And the answer was nowhere near. The last rounds began with an energy that felt almost supernatural. Two fighters, two worlds, one destiny hanging in the balance. Amir Khan came out knowing everything was on the line: his title, his pride, his legacy. Peterson came out knowing this might be the only night in his life where fate finally listened. They met in the center with pure intensity. Khan opened fast, blinding combinations, lightning counters, the kind of brilliance only he could deliver. The crowd roared, believing the champion was taking back control. But Peterson stepped through the storm like a man immune to fear. His pressure grew monstrous, his punches heavier, his presence suffocating. One moment changed everything. Peterson trapped Khan on the ropes and unleashed a barrage. Body shots, hooks, uppercuts, each one thudding like a drum of war. Khan fired back with courage that made the arena erupt. The exchange was pure chaos, violence, heart, pride, everything colliding in a single storm of fists and fury. Then came the controversial knockdown. The crowd booed. Khan looked shocked. Peterson looked determined. The fight spiraled into emotional madness. Each second felt stolen. Each punch felt personal. The bell rang for the final round, and both men walked out like warriors entering fire. Khan moved with speed, fueled by desperation. Peterson moved with power, fueled by purpose. They collided one last time in the center, an explosion of will. The final seconds ticked like thunder. The crowd screamed. The commentators lost control. Neither man backed down. Neither man surrendered. They fought until the bell, and when it rang, the arena fell into stunned silence. The decision would shake the boxing world. The fight would be argued for years, but one truth would never change. This wasn't just a fight. It was a war between heart and destiny, a war that left the ring forever stained with history.